Hey everyone. So I'm really excited this morning to show you a new feature in GHL, high level, their AI Studio Builder. And I run a white label brand wave of GHL, and I have not yet pushed this out to my clients. And the reason being that it didn't previously pre-render. And what that means is that there's all these vibe code tools out there, right? We got Lovable, we've got Replit, now we've got the GHL AI Studio Builder. They are built on something either called React or Vite or CSS Tailwind. And those don't automatically render an HTML in a way that, for instance, Google can crawl and scrape and index. AI bots certainly can't do it. They basically see just like a shell of, just a small snippet of your website. If you're lucky, you're getting maybe your headline in there, but all of your text, all of your content, that's not getting served to where it can be indexed by Google. So if you have a marketing site or something that needs to be found, these tools have been really limiting because of that. And I love vibe coding. I use Lovable up until now, and I love them, but you needed a workaround. So you needed something like Lovable HTML, or you had to move it out of Lovable so that you could do what we call server-side rendering. So GHL this morning has just announced that their AI Studio Builder is now pre-rendering. And this is even better actually than one of the workaround tools. This is actually what Google lists in their docs as the favored method. So this is a big update, and I'm really excited about it because this has been such a limitation before. So what I'm going to do today is I am going to migrate a Lovable site. It's just a very simple one-page landing page of a client. I'm going to move it over to the GHL AI Studio Builder because of this pre-rendering ability now. This makes it the better product, essentially. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I haven't tested this yet. I haven't tried it. So this is all kind of just a live workshop build, but I want to show you how I'm doing it, and then also, kind of the value of the pre-rendering on the other sides. To start with, what I've done is, let me screen share. I have gone into ChatGPT and I have basically told it, hey, I'm going to move this client's Lovable site over to GHL AI Studio Builder. Write me a prompt to make this rebuild in GHL AI Studio. So it has, I gave it the link to the Lovable project. It's put some things in here about some SEO and AEO optimization. That's because of the way I've trained my ChatGPT. That's a big factor in what I do for clients. So you may not get that automatically. You might have to add some stuff like that in. But the rest of this, how to put, the services page together, the FAQ page. So the one thing I notice here is it kind of broke it down into creating different pages for him. And currently what he has on Lovable is, let me switch over to Lovable. He just has kind of a very simple one-page landing page. Now, certainly, I can make an argument for expanding this page, but for the sake of this demo today, we're not going to enhance it more so just move it over. So let's go back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, I just want to migrate over what already yet. So I'm going to tell it that. Okay. So yeah, I just want a clean one-to-one migration with zero interpretation. That's really exactly what I want. Cool. So it's changing it to, don't change the structure, don't remove anything, rebuild, giving it cleaned up. All right, so here's its recommendation: migrate, get it live, and then go back and optimize, which is what I would, recommend to him as well. Like there's certainly, things we can improve on this page, but I just want to get it moved over to start. So I'm going to copy this prompt, and we are going to go over into, again, I'm using my white label of GHL. This is Brandwave, but you could do this, on any instance of GHL. So we'll go over here to this AI Studio. All right. So if you just look at it, obviously it's pretty similar to kind of the Lovable UX. So we're going to do this. We're going to go right here, copy paste, send. And now we're going to see what happens. So it takes a minute to actually, rebuild. So I'm going to pause so I don't just ramble for the 5 minutes it's going to take to do this. But then we'll come back once it's given us the draft here in a minute and see how close we got. Okay, so we're back. I would say that took about 10 minutes, give or take, to render. So here's what it pulled over. So it tells me that it copied it directly. It's got the book of consultation in here. It's got the contact us. So it looks pretty similar. So this is on the GHL studio side. Let's go back and look at it in Lovable just so we can compare. So what I see is like on Lovable, this is a little more, you've got kind of the glow behind, and this has a little bit of it, but it's a lot more prominent here. This I think is, no, it's here. I would say what I'm noticing most is that there's a little bit more spacing in between all the elements versus the Lovable page, but that's pretty easily fixed. And just to clarify, we're looking at the Lovable side right now. But for the most part, pretty good. And so I noticed like now we're back on the GHL side. When we come down here, this all looks pretty similar. Again, I notice it's all a little bit smaller down here. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how easily it moved this over. So again, we're looking Lovable here, and then we're looking GHL Studio here. So I think to further, enhance this, I would say, increase the size of all text to the original. And I'll go ahead and give it that link again too. It probably would pull from memory here, but just to make it work a little faster. So I'm giving it that again, just because I want to increase, like, this phone number is a little small, the logo here a little small. But again, this was just moving it over, right? So the goal was just to entirely replicate, which we did in basically one prompt. I'm tweaking now, but realistically, this is a very good, starting point, from just one prompt. So that is kind of how I would very quickly just migrate something over from Lovable. Now, obviously, we can go in and improve, we can tweak, I would want, to add more content to this page, all sorts of things. But the proof of concept of being able to move it over quickly is proven here. And then what's really important now is when we go to publish this live, this will be pre-rendered. So Google will be able to index it immediately. AI bots will be able to crawl it. So that is a huge advantage that the GHL AI Studio Builder has that we've not had previously with other vibe coding tools. You've needed a workaround or you've needed to export it out. So I'm really thrilled with this. I think this is a huge, huge update, and I'm excited to roll AI Studio out to my Brainwave clients and see how everybody uses it.